Jack Cafferty is also following our top story, the killing of the United States ambassador in Libya. Jack's here with the Cafferty file. Jack.
The violence in Libya has suddenly yanked the spotlight off the economy and put it squarely on foreign policy, at least as far as the U.S. presidential campaign is concerned. Mitt Romney, quick to slam President Obama for his administration's response to angry mobs attacking U.S. diplomatic buildings in the Middle East. Romney said that a statement from the U.S. Embassy in Cairo was like an apology, calling it, quote, disgraceful to apologize for American values, unquote. Other Republicans jumped in, blasted the president's failed foreign policy of appeasement and apology. That's in quotes. The White House disavowed the embassy statement, said they never approved it before it was sent out. In that statement, the Cairo embassy condemned, quote, continuing efforts by misguided individuals to hurt the religious feelings of Muslims, unquote. All of this going back to that film produced in the United States that some Muslims found offensive. President Obama condemned the attacks, but he said that Mitt Romney has the tendency to, quote, shoot first and aim later, unquote, something Obama said you can't do as president. And others agree that Romney may have jumped the gun with his response. Senator John Kerry called Romney's remarks irresponsible, inexperienced, and reckless. And he said Romney was wrong to weigh in before all the facts were known. As for the voters, they tend to trust the president by a pretty wide margin when it comes to foreign policy. A CNN ORC survey released this week showed President Obama with a 54-42% advantage over Mitt Romney. So here's the question. How will the meltdown in the Middle East affect the U.S. presidential campaign and election? Go to CNN.com/Cafferty file, post a comment on my blog, or go to our post on the Situation Room's Facebook page. Wolf.
Jack, thank you. Let's get a closer look at just how the deadly attack on the Americans in Libya happened. CNN's Tom Foreman is joining us now. Tom, walk us through what you're learning.
The simple truth is, Wolf, as investigators look at this, they're going to study how people, weapons, and a sequence of events came together. Benghazi is a town of about 700,000 people. And last evening, according to various published eyewitness accounts, several hundred began gathering around the U.S. mission there, which is guarded in part by Libyan security forces. This crowd has been widely described as including members of an ultra-conservative Islamist group. Precisely who they were, though, remains unclear. But U.S. officials are certain that within this group was an organized assault force intent on attacking the mission there. As this mob pressed closer to the building, shots were fired from the crowd, and as U.S. officials describe it, an organized attack with heavy weapons erupted from that crowd. An expert over at globalsecurity.org tells us in all likelihood the rifles being used were AK-47s and Belgian F-2000s there. The country is